Thank you, La Salle. Thank you, Mayor Jeff Grove. Thank you, Alderman Jim Bassador, Bob Thompson, Tom Patak, Doc Lavery, Joe Jepson, Boo Herndon, and Jordan Crane. Thank you to City Attorney Jim McFedrin and all the other public servants who've taken the big step of denying TIF extensions to CL Enterprises real estate development. Welcome. This weekly multimedia project is paid for by Kathleen Wayland of Wayland Financial in La Salle, so thank you too, Kathleen. In a long hoped for overwhelming vote, but not a unanimous vote, the La Salle City Council said enough is enough for the company that's not just arrogantly and obliviously taken its hometown for granted, but has also done a lot to damage La Salle's reputation. WLPO reporter John Small covers La Salle, and he was right in the front row Monday night when the gavel came down. Here's how he wrote it up. Quote, "A message for CL Enterprises from La Salle City Council. No more redevelopment agreements for your haggard-looking Maytag building on First Street." Monday night on two identical motions, the council voted no to any further redevelopment agreements with CL. The council saying that they're weary of all those empty promises and no results. Mayor Jeff Grove said he doesn't blame Nick Fox, construction manager for the Maytag site and the Hotel Kaskaskia. It's the fault of CL head Peter Limburger. With no one from CL Enterprises present, Alderman Tom Patak wondered why CL wasn't incentivized to finish and get tax increment financing funds. Outspoken Alderman Bassador offered this.
Well, but here's the thing is they have the money to do it, and they're not doing it. That's the thing. I look at that Mr. Bird. He bought that check down there on 500 First Street, and he's got that almost done.
The usually quiet Alderman Boo Herndon called CL Enterprises liars. Only Alderman Jerry Reynolds felt that this wayward company should get another chance.
It doesn't make us look good in the eyes of outsiders. Is anybody going to want to come here if they can't get cooperation?
But do you have something in the back of your mind that if you were to agree to it, that they may toy with you again?
I don't believe that that's the case. The thing is if we set the limits again and just say, okay, you've got till this time, and they don't produce, then we take other action.
Consulting attorney Cheryl Cherney said ending the current arrangement with CL will take time. The notice of termination has a date of June 13th, and it's the mayor's hope that the city can get control of the property and find a more suitable contractor. End quote. Now, I didn't include Alderman Jerry Reynolds in the thanks of a grateful city at the start of this video because, frankly, he's been on the other side of the moon on this issue. The man's ward includes the Maytag building and borders the Kaskaskia brick pile, and he's been suspiciously and obstinately pro-CLE for a long time now. Listen to that Reynolds clip again.
It doesn't make us look good in the eyes of outsiders. Is anybody going to want to come here if they can't get cooperation?
But do you have something in the back of your mind that if you were to agree to it, that they may toy with you again?
I don't believe that that's the case. The thing is if we set the limits again and just say, okay, you've got till this time, and they don't produce, then we take other action.
Did Jerry Reynolds just say the company that's taken advantage of its hometown is doing less damage to La Salle's reputation than the city's doing to itself now in standing up to that company? Did he just say we need to give them another chance? Once again, Alderman Reynolds, they said the Maytag building would be done by fall 2019. When that didn't happen, they lied and said it was because of COVID, despite the fact that COVID didn't even appear here until months after the building was to be done. Jerry Reynolds has been almost comically wrong on this issue. It reached a new low and high suspicion when Reynolds volunteered to be a go-between for the city and CLE. What came out of these meetings appears to be this. Reynolds would listen to what CLE wanted the city to know. He'd take it back to the city. Reynolds either didn't effectively represent the city in those situations, or CLE just ignored what he had to say. Either way, it looks really wrong. Alderman Reynolds. Like it's time to go if you actually think you're doing what's best for La Salle in this. It's like you're living in an opposite world, and as someone who lives in your ward, I'm asking as a voter, please just stop. Now, there likely will be frustrations and issues going forward as the city works out what to do with the Maytag and Kaskaskia buildings. Today, they're big, ugly, dormant eyesores. Hopefully, they're going to be spaces of pride as we move ahead. So much potential here. Keep taking steps like these and we'll all be believing in La Salle without prompting. Thanks, Kathleen Whalen, for this weekend cup of coffee. And I'll talk to you in the morning.